What's up, everyone? Champazard here. We have some early leaks for One Piece Chapter 1120, and I just wanted to cover some of those real quick. So, Piece over on Twitter, he's the one that usually releases this for us. He's not the one that always gets them, but he's the one that usually provides them for us. So, the initial ones right here is apparently the chapter name is called Atlas. So, we'll get this pretty quick. I won't take too long with it. So, the chapter cover is Denjiro catches the kids that threw rocks at Yamato. So, this is just continuing up with Yamato's cover story that we've been following for the last few months. Nothing too important here. So, this is a pretty big reveal. I already read the spoilers, so I already kind of know what this is about. Vegapunk and Clover's flashback in Punk Hazard. Clover mentioned that he also bears the name D to Vegapunk. So, that's another reveal of another person that carries the will of D, Clover from back at Ohara. In the Buster Call, he was the one researching the poneglyphs and everything like that. We saw him a decent bit in Roger's flashback. In Robin's flashback. So we saw him in Robin's flashback, and now we learn that he's a D. This is kind of like when we learned that Vivi carried the will of D when Cobra revealed that to Sabo when he saved him from the Elders, which is something we had not previously known. So this is a new revelation here. We'll see what comes of this, and if anybody else might be secretly being a D. Back to the present, Atlas arrives at the Sunny and confronts Nosturo to let the Sunny escape. So it seems that Atlas might be fighting Nosturo for a minute. And we know that some of the crew are trying to escape on the Sunny, so that's pretty straightforward. The other Elders attack Emeth, Emeth being the robot that we saw awaken last chapter. They're still trying to try the broadcast, because it did start back up once the robot started back up. They managed to destroy one of its arms, so it looked like the robot was pretty strong last chapter, but this is multiple of the Elder Stars, of the 5 Elders here attacking him, so naturally the robot's going to be disadvantaged, though we still know very little about the robot's strength. So, and here Oda is teasing us. Emma says the time is right, so he will use that. Whatever that is, we probably won't find out until another chapter or two. Maybe an implication to be some kind of weapon that could be connected to Luffy in his Nika form with Gear 5. That we'll have to find out. So this doesn't tell us too much right here. These are just brief spoilers, so we don't know all the details about what even happened here. The actual chapter might reveal more information about this. At the end of the chapter, Vegapunk says that Gold D. Roger here, and his crew were the only ones that know the true history of the world. Vegapunk did say something like this. I saw people on Twitter saying that Vegapunk already mentioned something along these lines a couple of chapters ago. It's like reiterating it here, but this time Vegapunk says Gold D. Roger. And people have to remember that the main public One Piece world thinks that his name was Gold Roger. The world government always publishes bounty poster as Gold Roger, hiding the D, combining Gold and D to make Gold Roger. That's what he's known as throughout the world. The world government was trying to conceal his D and his D ancestry. Vegapunk reveals here that he was a D, and as you see here, people are surprised to know the D in Roger's name. There's no break next week. One Piece will be featured in the jump cover. So that's the end of the brief spoilers. There are a couple more right here. From Scotch, PB says it's from Scotch Informer. Atlas knocked out Lilith, so York can't detect her. So another one that kind of lights her down. Atlas grabs Nosturo and flies away with her jetpack and detonates herself to buy time for the Straw Hat. Does this kill Atlas? I guess we'll have to find out. At the end, Vegapunk has one more part of the message, so we'll get more information next chapter. Oda has really been drip feeding all the information from Vegapunk for several months now. It seems like it'll be ending up soon when it just has one more part. Let me know what you think about this information. Is this chapter gearing up to be a meaningful one? We've in the brief spoilers, we're already getting some decent information. Like I said, with Clover actually being a D, that reminds me directly of Cobra revealing that Vivi and him are also carry the will of D. As we already know, Trafalgar Law actually hides that he is a D from the world government and from the public, so there could be a lot of people that hide the D to keep themselves safe. People like Luffy don't know what the D can stand for and the danger it might bring them, so a lot of people seem to be concealing that. We'll also have to find out and see what the robot's talking about, what Emeth is referring to, as he's going to use that. I assume it's some kind of weapon or some kind of technique, but it could be something entirely different. It's implied that it would be some kind of attack or some kind of countermeasure against the Elders. But, Oda will often subvert expectations, so it might not be something directly like that. It could be something entirely different. Let me know your predictions for the chapter. These are just brief spoilers. Like I said, we'll get more and more detailed spoilers later, either tomorrow or Thursday. And let me know what y'all think.